Hey everyone, thank you so much for the incredible amount of love and support that you've shown on the blind tasting popular red wines video. So from popular demand, today we bring you tasting popular commercial white wines under 1500 rupees. Let's get started. We're ready with wine number 1, let's go. To start off with, it's got this nice bright crisp looking color. Got a nice bright fresh color. On the nose it smells a little bit like gooseberries and green apples, smells a little bit of grassy texture to it. There's this elderflower aroma to it, green apples, a little bit of herbaceousness in this wine. It's like freshly plucked out of the gardens kind of smell. It's also got a lot of this underlying undercurrent tone of bell peppers, which gives me the idea that this may be a Sauvignon Blanc, because from all of the patterns that I'm noticing in this wine, all of the aromas that I'm getting, it seems like a very Sauvignon Blanc kind of wine. Cool climate, because it's got this very zesty little zingy acidity to it, which is possibly comes from a cool climate area. It's a good wine to start off with. If you're a wine learner or if you're just beginning to like wines, then it's a good wine to start off with. I wouldn't recommend it any otherwise. I think this is a wine you just want to have once in your life, and that's about it. It's also got this little saline little aroma, which personally is not my favorite, but yeah, here we go. Decent wine, okay, not too bad. Oh, there it is. I did say this was a Sauvignon Blanc. It gave me very Sauvignon Blanc-esque kind of aromas. So we're tasting Emiliana. It's a 2018 wine from Chile, and it does very well in retail. And we're off to wine number 2. Nice little color. Are you sure this wine is below 1500 bucks? Because it tastes incredible. This is a really good wine. Some very nice fruity aromas, but however, I think there's oak in this wine, and that's why I'm getting a lot of this oakiness, this little bready butteriness in this wine. I'm getting a lot of caramel kind of notes, some nice coconut, vanilla aromas in this wine. It's got these underlying currents of pineapple and a little bit of mango. But otherwise, I think it's got this touch of oak, and the oak may be a little powering the fruity aromas of the wine. But all in all, it's a very good wine. It feels like it's very high alcohol. The acid's there, not too much. Wow, it's Indian. It's the Grover's La Reserve Blanc. I remember in the last video, the Grover's La Reserve Red did very well, and the white I'm super impressed by. If I'm not wrong, the La Reserve Blanc is a Viognier. Viognier, as a southern Rhone grape variety, is a very fussy grape. It grows very well in hotter climates. Perhaps that's why I did so well. And the touch of oak, good job. Highly recommend this one. This wine smells like Kaju ki barfi. This wine smells and tastes like it's out of a river or out of a sea. It's got this crisp little almonds. It's got those salted caramel, those salted almonds kind of taste and smell. It's also got a little bit of that elderflower. I also got a little bit of this melon tinge to this wine, but very fruit forward. No oak. I don't believe there's any oak to it. It's a very refreshing kind of wine. It's the kind where you're tired after a long day of work and you just need a wine. It's a very holiday kind of wine actually. It's like a wine you'd want to drink when you're on a holiday. You don't want to drink it when you're at work. You shouldn't drink at work, but you should. It's not the kind of wine that, I don't know. I think I drink this wine on a holiday, nowhere else. What wine is this? Oh, it's a colorful wine. It's got all these silly little colors, which possibly makes you, that's a good retail tactic. When you go to a wine store and you look at a wine like this, you probably go, wow, what the hell? But otherwise, oh, it's a Borsao Classico Macabeo. Wow, those are some difficult words. But I think this is a Spanish wine. Macabeo as a grape grows predominantly in northeast Spain. So I'm assuming this is a Spanish wine. It's also, cool fact for you all, whenever Spanish sparkling wine, which is called cava, is made, Macabeo happens to be one of the 3 grapes which grows. Another name that Macabeo is known as, it's called Viura. But back to the wine, decent wine, not my favorite. Let's just say it's not my favorite wine. Yeah. And we're off to wine number 435. It tastes like a wine, but it smells like nothing. It's got these nice citrusy kind of grapefruit aromas, a little bit of apple maybe, citrusy mostly. This is a very approachable wine. It's easy drinking. It's kind of a fun Chardonnay. I think this is a Chardonnay. I think it's a fun kind of Chardonnay to have because it's not complex. It's simple. If you're new and you're just learning Chardonnays, this one's a good one to start with. I have no idea what this is. I have a fair idea. It could be Jacob's Creek because I can always guess Jacob's Creek. But yeah, we'll find out. I'm telling you, if I got 20 rupees for every time I guessed a Jacob's Creek Chardonnay, I'd be a millionaire by now. But it is a Jacob's Creek, it's a Chardonnay. How is it that I'm always able to guess the oak in a Chardonnay? Here's how I know. What they do in Chardonnay is actually a very neutral grape variety. It's very malleable in nature, not a lot of many characteristics. So what winemakers tend to do is that they either do a malolactic fermentation with the Chardonnay or they tend to put it in oak, which kind of adds more attractive flavors or more intense aromas, which kind of gives that wine a little bit of personality. So if you're tasting a Chardonnay, don't be surprised if it has a little bit of oak in it. And we're on our last wine. And somebody really wants me to drink this wine because look at how much they put. But anyway, let's get going. A nice little golden hue color. This is a really good wine. I'm getting a bunch of aromas. I'm getting a bunch of smells and tastes. It's peachy, it's blossomy, it's got these green apples, these green currants of fruits, it's got a little bit of stone fruits, floral as hell. It's a very quaffable kind of wine. I could drink this anytime, any day. It's got a very French style of making wine. I don't know, possibly a new world country either making French style wines or maybe this could be from France, I'm not sure. But it's very, very good. It's got this refreshing acidity. It's got this blossoming fruit aromas. There's a lot going on in this wine. So I'm not quite sure about this wine, but I can tell you this. I highly, highly recommend this wine. No matter what wine this is, I have no idea, but I love the way it tastes. I love the way it smells. It's just a very complete white wine. And I don't think this is below 1500, is it? Because if it is, I would be buying a lot of this. Beautiful. What wine is this? Ooh la la. This is the Larvae FM. It's French. I did say this was a French style of winemaking. I'm not going to get into too many details of this grape because it's got a bunch of grapes, I think. It's got a blend of 4 grapes when you make this wine. There's a bit of an Easter egg when it comes to this wine. If you remember a few videos ago, I'd made a video about the Miraval Rosé, and I'd said that this wine is made in collaboration with the Perrin family. Well, the Perrin family actually made these wines as well. It's called the Larvae FM. That was an incredible wine, and so is this. Tells you only one thing, they know their wines. So you've tasted these 5 wines today. Some incredible, some not so incredible, and some just average. But if I had to choose two of my favorite wines today, I'd say the Larvae FM, incredible wine, and the Grover's La Reserve, another very incredible wine. India is doing us very, very proud. We've done 2 videos and both of them Grover's has been on top. There are some wines that you like and I may not like, and there are some wines that I like and you may not like. Wine tasting is completely subjective. There are some wines that you may not find that salinity, the salinity aroma that I find, or you may not find that horse saddle aroma that I find in a wine. But you could find your grandmother's purse aroma in a wine, and I might not understand that. But yeah, all in all, I've had a fantastic experience. I've learned something new about these 5 wines that I'd never tasted before. Some I'd had, but some are completely new wines. So go ahead, try all of these wines out. Tell me what you think. So till you like, share and subscribe, I'm going to be sitting here in this position, sitting in front of these wines. So if you want me to move, you got to like, you got to share, and you got to subscribe so that we can bring out the next video that you like and that you want. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this wine tasting. Anything else that you'd like, we don't mind doing a rosé for you either. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Anyways, see you guys all later. And yeah, I'm still going to be taking these babies home tonight. So see you guys.